the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. People, I want to respond to one of the viewers, commenters. This is K Young. Okay, well. Okay, K Young is responding to the video, the preview I made about Simona Halep versus Sloane Stephens. That will be this Saturday, the women's final. Okay, this is what K Young said here. I'm gonna try to say it verbatim almost. He said, how can you predict, he talking about the tennis prophet, how can you predict tennis when you don't watch tennis? Because if you watch tennis, you would know that Simona Halep beat Sloane Stephens 4 consecutive times. Okay, all right, Oh, wow. Boy, I love when people come at the tennis prophet, man. The only thing I ask is, I love people to come at me, but I just like for people to know what they talking about, though. But let's see. But you know what? This comment is it's somewhat legit. It ain't. You know what? It's not a. You know what? I'm finna show him. And that he's not correct is that you can't look at the head-to-head, people. Sometimes it does matter, but it doesn't matter if, for example, if a person was injured, say if Sloane Stephens was coming off injury back in, Sloane Stephens has had some injuries and she's had some slumps in her career. So if Sloane Stephens was coming off injury back in 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, and whatever those times are, okay, I won't get too specific with that, but Wikipedia, they sort of goes through that here. But if Sloane Stephens was coming off injury or in a slump, okay, and she played Simona Halep and she lost because she wasn't on the game that she's on now, you can't go by that head-to-head. You got to go with what's happening now. Okay, people, check this out. I told y'all this in another video way back last year, people. Okay, based on what K Young is saying, when Nadal played Federer in the 2017 Australian Open, he would have taken Nadal because Nadal got a better head-to-head, especially during that time, because I know the Federer has beaten Nadal 4 consecutive times since then, but before the Australian Open 2017, where Federer beat Nadal, the head-to-head was really bad. So based on what K Young is saying, but now people that bet money, they know this. They know they'll lose a lot of money. You can't go on what happened in the past. You got to go on what level the player is on now. What level is the player on right now? So people, I told y'all about this. The day before the Australian Open final, with Nadal and Federer 2017, Federer was in a news conference where he was open and honest about that Nadal was in his head. And he went into detail beyond what even the news people, they were surprised that Federer was so honest about it, where he said Nadal was in his head, and then he let it translate to the other surfaces in 2008, okay, to the Wimbledon, then 2009 to the Australian Open. Nadal beat him. So Federer was honest. So I listened to that and I said, so I wasn't sure who I was going to take. So a Nadal fan called me, one of my boys. He said, I bet you $100 Nadal will beat Federer. You know Nadal got that head-to-head on Federer, my boy Nadal. That's what he said. So I had to really think about this. I took a deep look into Federer's soul. I said, I think Federer's honest about this. I think, is Nadal really out of his head? At least, and this is not Clay too. And so I took Federer for his word, and the rest is history. Now, and I want $100, people, and because I didn't do what K Young, the subscriber is talking, the viewer is saying. Okay, he's saying you got to go by the head-to-head. Sometimes the head-to-head, people, if both players, you go by the head-to-head, is if in the past both players were at the same level that they are at presently, okay? But if one player was at a lower level or tripping or whatever, and now he's on a new level, a new dimension, or new awareness, like Federer got on here the last couple of years as far as the Nadal thing, okay, he hasn't proven it on clay, but Federer showed, hey man, y'all can listen to that head-to-head stuff all you want to. I'm going to dust Nadal's ass, and he did it. He beat him in 5 sets, came back from 3-1, hitting backhands under pressure. Then Federer came to Indian Wells, beat Nadal straight sets. So what, the head-to-head? Keep going by that head-to-head. Y'all gonna lose some money. Then even Federer came to Miami, beat Nadal there straight sets again. Forget the head-to-head, what happened in the past. You better get on what's going on in the present. That's what Sloane Stephens would tell K Young this. You better forget when I was in a slump. I'm on top of my game now, man. Okay? All right? And then Federer came to Shanghai, and he beat Nadal straight sets there. So keep thinking about that head-to-head, okay? Like I said, head-to-head can matter. But listen, man, you got to go with the level. Listen, the head-to-head matters. If the player is still playing at the same level where the opponent beat him in the past, if the player is still in that same mode, then you go by the head-to-head. But if Sloane Stephens was coming off injury, and then played Simona Halep, and Simona Halep beat her, and also Simone Stephens is in a slump. And she went into a slump a few years ago, couple years back, even up to now. She just got her game back. Okay, people, she won the U.S. Open. Then she sort of went back into some little slump. That's been Sloane Stephens' career. So you got to be careful with her. You got to, if she's in a slump presently, then what you do, you look at the head-to-head and say, I'm betting against Sloane Stephens, okay? Okay? But, man, you got to go with the level now. And I know Simona Halep is also playing at a high level, so that's why this is a toss-up, okay? So, yeah, people, and let me tell you something else I did, people. Check this out. I did go back and I looked at the head-to-head that K Young is talking about. The head-to-head is 5-2 in Simona Halep's favor. Simona Halep 5 wins. Sloane Stephens only two wins. But people, when you look at the head-to-head, you all know this. It shows you the tournament that was played, and it shows you the round. Like if Simona Halep won, it says second round. She's the winner and beat Sloane Stephens. People, listen, most of those wins that Simona Halep has, you know what? This is where if you know how to read the head-to-head, this matters. Y'all remember, people, I told y'all that the reason I took Sloane Stephens to beat Simona Halep, I know Simona Halep could beat her, and this is a toss-up, but I said this is the only reason. When Sloane Stephens is on her game, and she gets into the final, or whether it's a Master Series or whatever the tournament is, she usually take care of business. Even if she's on her game for only 3% of the time, she got a little bit of the Michael Jordan. Like I said, y'all, Michael Jordan is 6 for 6 in the finals, NBA finals. When he's there, he takes care of business. Okay, now, all those head-to-heads, y'all can go check on it in Wikipedia or just Google the thing. All those head-to-heads, people, was like second round, third round, round of 32, whatever, round of 128. There was one semifinal, though, where Simona Halep beat Sloane Stephens, but it wasn't in the final. It wasn't even in a major, people. It could have been a Master Series, like a Miami Open, I don't know, something like that. But people, we talk about, listen, people, if you're going to be betting money on this, people, believe me, this is the final of a major, the French Open, and there is massive pressure. So you can't go on some head-to-head, because Simona Halep beat Sloane Stephens in the second round of a 500 tournament, or even a Master Series. Man, that ain't no pressure. We're talking about the moment. I won't be too. I could be harsh to K Young and tell him he needs to learn tennis. But I ain't gonna say that. I don't think that. I just think he thinks. I just don't think he has an awareness about what head to. I don't think he knows how to read like the head to head and level stuff. I'm just telling y'all. That's why I started my channel, people. People listen. I go by the level and I go by the present level and your ability to raise the level and your ability to bring out the level at the right time. That's what matters, okay? And if you did that in the past, okay, we'll talk about the head to head. But if Sloane Stephens is playing at a much higher level now, you better go on this higher level or you're gonna lose some money. Okay, I don't care if she playing. It doesn't matter who she's playing. I'm not saying she gonna beat Simona Halep, but I'm saying not just with this match, with any match. You should look at the present match. People, listen. When Federer comes back and say Federer, and this is possible. Say it's Federer and Nadal in the Wimbledon. Believe me, I don't care about no head-to-head with Nadal. I'm going to look at what level Federer is. If Federer is at a super level, he's probably going to beat Nadal at the Wimbledon, okay? I don't care what the head-to-head is, and most experts is probably going to agree with me. In the Wimbledon, not on clay now. If Federer is at a top level, even if Nadal is at a top level, he would beat Nadal on grass, okay? So you go by whatever tournament it is, whatever the level is. Now, if it's clay, and Nadal's at a super level, he gonna probably beat Federer on the clay. Okay, probably not even a probably. If Nadal's at the super level, he's probably gonna beat Federer on the clay. Okay, that's what you go by. You go by the present level. Okay, tennis preacher, tennis prophet, tennis psychic. And by the way, K Young, I do watch tennis. Have a good one, people.
Last one right here. Here we go. Can I dance?